Hey, Roman, got a little question for you, buddy. Do you know what time it is?
It's time for the Ask a Male Fit Show. Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness.
If you are new here, I appreciate you sliding by. It means so friggin' much to me. I'm a personal trainer, registered nurse, and a behavioral change specialist. This is exactly what it looks like. You ask your fitness questions, and I'll answer them. Diving into today's questions, the first one, issues that keep me from exercising. I've been starting to exercise a couple of times throughout the last few years, but every time I couldn't keep exercising for more than a month. Every time I had the same problems. The fettering pain I'd feel when doing some exercises. It's not because I'm pushing myself too far. For example, I can feel pain in my arms after only 10 push-ups, after which my arms feel just petrified and I can't do anything. How am I supposed to do multiple sets if I feel like this after just one? This is also relevant for leg exercises. So I'm just going to address these as I go one by one. Who says that you have to do multiple sets as of right now? Assuming that this is a muscular burn or muscular pain, then that's fine. This pain that you're talking about, as beginners start out, like, it's tough to know what type of pain you're dealing with here. A personal trainer or somebody that's quite experienced might be very beneficial for you, but starting off slow, doing less is best, without a doubt. When you're starting out, doing less is best. There's a bunch of adaptations that happen here, not only muscular, but central nervous system wise. There's a lot of adaptation. So this pain is to be expected. It is to be expected if it's muscular we're talking here. I can't breathe during exercises. I keep hearing that breathing is important. Yes, without a doubt, we would die without it. But I find breathing correctly even harder than the exercise itself. I get it. When doing the exercise, it's even more difficult to breathe. Yes, it's not a more natural thing to brace for the breathing and all that. It is a bit of a learned skill. I find it a lot easier to do the set of dumbbell exercises or push-ups while I hold my breath instead of breathing properly. And I don't really see the difference between breathing and not breathing during the exercise. So the point of that breathing is to increase intra-abdominal pressure, protect the spine. It's going to help you more efficient at doing the lifts. Also, you're getting oxygen to your brain and the rest of your body. You need to breathe or you're going to pad out. Without a doubt, breathing is important. I understand what you're saying, and I am making a little light of it, but seriously, it is important to breathe properly. Let's just say squats here. On the descent, going down, you need to hold, brace, hold, and on the way back up, that's what you want to do. You're breathing in, holding as you're going down, and then a little after you start up, or on the ascent of the squat, you start to breathe out slowly. Muscle pain after exercising. I've read that it's normal, yes. And this pain is caused by muscle tissue tearing, correct, which causes it to restore and grow. And the only advice I find for that is just suffer through the pain while exercising, LMAO. Well, so no, the regrowth of muscle happens when we sleep. That is where true growth actually happens. Yes, you're tearing the muscle down when you're lifting and you're training, but regrowing is happening when you're sleeping. And also the appropriate nutrition is going to help that. I don't know how much pain tolerance you need to keep exercising with this pain, but I can't even do normal activities like simple walking, not to mention exercising. I do not believe that you have to be sore to create a good physique in your eyes, to show progress. You do not have to be sore. So no, you do not. It sounds like you're doing too much at the start. Sounds like consistency is a tough part. So keep it super simple, keep it short, keep it sustainable. And then you're going to start seeing progress. Being sore is not a good indicator that it was a good workout. Okay. Moving on. What are some exercises / lifts I can do to pick up people easier? Okay. What exercises and lift strengths can I do to pick up heavier people easier and get stronger at picking people up? The deadlift, the squat, the bent over row. So you can do dumbbell, barbell, whatever. That's when you're bent over and you're having to row. Really, really test the low back. I think T-bar rows would be great. Deadlift, there's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than the deadlift. You talk about the most efficient use for your time, and I love deadlifting. It's just a lot of fun. Moving on to the last question. Can I bulk even though I'm skinny fat? You can do whatever the hell you want. The way this question's phrased, and I'm going to get into the question, but when people ask the question, can I do this? If it were to only be that, I always question why people phrase it like that. And I guess the way I view fitness throughout my entire experience is that it's self-experimenting. Like, I have learned through the failures and the wins, but you have to experiment. Anyway, I'm a 20-year-old male, 6'2", 220. Calorie calculators tell me my maintenance is 2,500 almost on the dot. I'm skinny fat, which means you hold fat in a certain area and you have a low amount of muscle throughout your body. So you are skinny in certain areas, mainly like the arms, but then you might have a belly. Skinny fat with almost no muscle, but losing weight isn't an easy task due to multiple different reasons. I wonder what those reasons are. Is it feasible for me to eat roughly 300 to 400 extra calories a day with high protein and carb meals? I am completely fine with getting bigger as my frame is large to begin with, as long as I am building muscle as well. So if you are, and you did not, so this is on Beginner Fitness, the subreddit. So I'm assuming you are a beginner. I'm going to blow some people's minds here because I always say calorie surplus or calorie deficit. That's how you calorie deficit, lose weight, lose fat. Calorie surplus is how you gain fat, gain weight. Beginners have the ability to build muscle and lose weight, lose fat at the same time. I know that blows your skull away, and I don't often say it because it can be confusing, but the point is this. If someone is quote-unquote skinny fat, they have a low amount of muscle. So if they start doing resistance training, they are going to build muscle, right? Well, if they also start doing resistance training, they have increased their activity. So that means that they're most likely going to drop body fat if they are not eating in a crazy high calorie surplus. So when you are new, you respond differently. And honestly, in the first 12 months of serious lifting, that is the absolute best, sweetest time to gain muscle. You will gain muscle the fastest when you are the newest. I've happened to me. And as you get further into your journey, it gets tougher and tougher as time goes. The progress comes slower and slower because you are becoming more and more efficient of building muscle, and your body forces you to adapt. So I hope that answers the questions. And if you're looking for fitness plans based on behavior change and science, it's exactly what I do. So check it out in the pinned comment below and the description below. To the Mental Fit Mafia, to the patrons, thank you so much for being here. You don't have to be perfect at this fitness thing. Just be better than yesterday. Every day. Thank you for your participation, buddy. Love ya.